Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, we're back. We got Quick Slice. It's been a minute. CC. It's been a minute. We're back. She didn't know her husband lives with his parents. Married at first sight. I think there's more with the economy we in today. Don't be surprised. A lot of people live with their parents.
I don't think nothing wrong with that. I mean, I guess it's just in this case, like, he didn't tell her, so she walking into, like, what?
It depends. It depends. You know what I'm saying?
What depends?
Still living with your parents. Especially as a male. It depends on age.
It
depends on the age.
Everything is case by case.
At some point, at least get out and get you a roommate. Or something. Kick it with, you know what I'm saying?
What if he take care of his parents?
You can't.
What if they have health issues?
I'll say this. That's the difference. That's different.
Yeah.
But if his parents are able-bodied individuals, and then, at some point, But it's different if you have moved out. You tried to make it on your own, then fell into hardship, you had to move back in. Mm-hmm. But then you might not need to be dating, But hey, let's check this out. Let's see what it's about. You ready? Mm-hmm. How many of y'all would date somebody still living? Let us know in the comments.
I'm ready for you to play the guitar for me.
All right, let's do this.
Today was a very special day, yeah. We got married at first sight, I saw you walking down the aisle. You look so good, yeah.
Do you freestyle?
Yes.
I think the question, do you freestyle, has got to be one of the last things you should ask your wife on your wedding night after you just met. I got to hand it to this guy, though. It takes a special type of confidence to break out the acoustic guitar and start freestyling about the wedding 2 hours after it just happened. And the lyrics aren't even romantic or anything. He's kind of just like describing the events of the wedding. She's like, so you told me to play the guitar? I would love to hear you play the guitar on our wedding night. Oh, I don't just play the guitar. I also recap recent events while playing the guitar. Otherwise known as freestyling. You ever heard of it? Yeah, I would rather you just play the guitar. Trust me, you're gonna want to hear this. You've never heard anything like this before in your life. It's gonna blow your mind. You just have to give me 1 second. I need to make sure my pitch is good. Marriage, divorce. Damn it, that was flat. Divorce.
Married. I'm coming with the flow, yes. I'm coming in hot, yeah, you make it hot,
It's hard to tell if she's just being kind and trying to make things less awkward, or if...
Hold on. Let's think about it now. Mm-hmm. He's married. He still stay at home with his parents.
She still don't know, right? Or you just saying because we know he stay at home and you have to...
I'm saying they just got married.
They just got married.
But he stays at home with his parents.
Yeah.
So what does she do in a situation?
Well, since y'all are married now, it's time for y'all to go out and get your own.
How would he know he's able to do that if he hasn't done it before?
Well, we don't know if he's done it before.
He ain't done it before.
Well, you shouldn't have got married. unless that's something that y'all discussed beforehand, and she was like, okay, that's
married at first sight. You shouldn't even be seeking to be married at first sight if you can't.
You know something? I think I'm speaking more in general. I'm off of them now.
Hold on, let me just say this. There's no point of you trying to seek to be with someone if you know you can't provide for yourself solely by yourself, take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. If you know for damn well you can't survive on your own and provide for yourself 100% without the help of your parents, mm-hmm. Why are we seeking marriage? That's all I'm saying.
She genuinely finds this endearing. I guess I could see how someone...
Oh, did you want to chime in?
Since you asked me a question.
I thought you answered. You like to talk around the question.
I was being direct.
All right, be direct. Say your
I
thought.
can't remember what I was saying, but I think I was speaking more in general when I was saying what I was saying. I think I was kind of off of them in like the married at first sight situation. I was speaking more so in real situations. I mean, well, this I guess this is real, but because some people do stay at home with their parents, like up until they get married. You know what I'm saying? Male, female, whatever. But I do feel like that needs to be something that's discussed. Like, hey, once we get married, or already be like looking for a place. 'Cause you know when you get married, right?
Yeah, but do you know you're able to provide and take care if you can't provide and take care of your own damn self?
Okay.
You shouldn't be seeking.
Are you working?
Now, dating,
do you work? Have
that's
you been
still-
saving this
that's
entire
not the
time?
same.
Like, what's going on?
That's not the
like, I guess you
same.
wouldn't know. You wouldn't know until you get out there and try to figure it out. I don't know. Because if you've never done it before, then you wouldn't know if you could do it before. Because some people do stay at home with their parents up until they get married.
Now,
That's all I'm saying.
woman thing, cool, whatever. But as a man, because nowadays too many men, I'm supposed to be the leader of the house. I'm supposed to be the provider. You can't provide for your damn self. You know,
I got you.
you give mama and daddy $200 on rent and utilities. Bills way higher than that. You know what I'm saying?
One would find it kind of sweet. You know, at least he doesn't do a weird dance every morning.
Oh, they staying at the crib with me.
Yeah.
I did.
That's how you dance.
Don't kick the other thing.
I always get the show Married at First Sight confused with Love is Blind, even though the concepts are completely different. It just doesn't really seem to make a difference whether or not people on reality TV shows select their own partners or allow the quote-unquote experts to do it for them. The only thing they really seem to be experts at is just finding the most hilarious combinations of people to throw together and then watch the drama unfold. If there was a way to be an expert at that, they've definitely figured it out. Oh, a woman who wants a career-driven husband? Let's just toss her a 36-year-old frat guy who never moved out of his parents' basement. And then the couple's therapists have the audacity to walk in and be like, so how's it going? You know it's going horribly. You set it up this way. There's no way this was gonna go well. Sure, it's hilarious, but these are human beings, okay? These are people we're talking about. Even if they're very confused people who think that getting married on TV is gonna solve all of their problems. I don't know why.
Because I was thinking about what you said, right? You was like, you know, not being able to take care of yourself. If you've never been able to take care of yourself, how you know, all that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just speaking on, like, that coming, like, from a male point of view?
From the male side. I'm not talking about for
Okay.
women and men. Even though, like,
you don't have to go into detail.
no, let me just go. Like, it's still in a marriage and a thing. It's still there's still roles within a marriage, roles within a relationship. There's still responsibilities. Now, however you decide to divvy up the bills, that's how you decide to divvy up the bills. I'm not in your household. I'm not in the finance aspect of it, but you still need to be able to say, hey, I can be a provider. I can make like certain decisions on the behalf of the household as the male. That's every male household. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're just speaking. I just want to. We're just speaking in regards to males, like still standing.
What you like? He did bring up a good point.
What?
Too. With the love at first sight and was it
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind and Marriage at First Sight. This is similar to Love is Blind more than Love is Blind, because literally you just being thrown out there. Yeah. And the love, because y'all fill out the questionnaire, y'all fill out the little form and say what y'all like in a person. All right, this is on paper, y'all are a match.
Yeah.
So if love is truly blind, then y'all can be able to coexist. But I wonder what's the success rate, because you can kind of keep up with the success rate with Love is Blind. I wonder what's the success rate
for Married at First Sight.
Yeah, it has to be low.
Yeah, and back to what I was saying, because I think we kind of you changing the subject a little bit.
I was just trying to
but going back to what I was trying to like say, I think I am speaking more so from like I guess a woman's point of view and just that in general, like whatever. I mean, because I'm not, you know, I can't speak for a man, you know, whatever that is. But I mean. Okay, I kind of get what you're saying. Because I'm trying to just understand where you come from. Whatever. We can go.
And I do know two individuals who have been on this show. Married at First Sight. Neither one of the two individuals, saw success from this. One has been married after the fact. I think she went through with it on here, but they end up breaking up. But she is married now. And the other one, I don't think she went through. I think she ended up walking away from the show. It was weird. She got weird energy on the show anyways. But she's engaged now.
Very confused people who think that getting married on TV is going to solve all of their problems. I don't know why anyone in their right mind would think the solution to their relationship problems would be to get married on TV in order to entertain some dumbass like me, because that
Who is on this?
problems would be to get married on TV in order to entertain some dumbass like me, because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's entertainment. And do you think it would be as entertaining if the experts wanted everybody to just be happy all the time? There's nothing entertaining about happiness. People love a train wreck, and you're kind of gambling with this show because they might just set you up to fail because it's hilarious and for no other reason.
Coming from a woman-dominant family, from my mom, my granny, my great-grandmother, my great-granny, my great-great-granny, my favorite granny, Denise. There's some bad bitches, I'll say. All right, again, I love you guys.
Wait a minute, did he just call his great granny a bad bitch?
What?
So the reason
you might
David is on
jump in.
the
I
show
don't
is
know.
because it's finally time for him to settle down and get married and leave the nest, as he says. You know, he's 36 years old. He's finally getting to that age where he should probably consider being independent. But why would someone like him want to go through all of the work of trying to find a woman to date when he could just trick a woman into marrying him?
Is he the one who's trying to lead a nest?
Babe, we go see.
He just said he's trying. 36-year-old, time for him to lead a nest. At 36,
on a reality TV show. That's the thing, is there's a certain percentage of people on this show that are concerned that the person they married is somebody that nobody else wanted to marry, and that's why they had to come on the show. And then they realize that they too are the same way. Nobody else wanted to marry them. I can't imagine wanting to Hail Mary your marriage and handing the ball to some random dude on a reality show. Project Hail Marriage, that's what this is. So now we're gonna check on Michelle, the woman who David is going to be marrying.
You've come a long way.
I remember you'd cry to get on the school bus. Like, you were so scared of everything. Like, I would have to come get you during recess because you had no friends.
Oh my
You always
God.
seemed more of the shy one. You didn't want the attention.
Jeez, do they have to roast her like this? It's her wedding day. Basically, honey, what we're saying is you were kind of a fucking loser. We always figured you'd be going on a reality show to get married. We always figured that your marriage would be some kind of circus seen by millions of people. But seriously though, who does this? Am I crazy, or why are they trying to remind her of things like this right now? They're reminding her of all of her insecurities when she was younger and the fact that she apparently had no friends at one point in her life. Why would she want to hear that right now? Maybe this guy can sing it to her. They could bring him in and he could freestyle about her insecurities.
And you didn't want to stand out.
Now you're so brave and fun, and you're just like marrying a stranger. I mean,
You
What the hell?
became a strong, independent woman.
All right, I can't tell. Is this passive aggressive? Why does the sister seem a little bit jealous? Do you remember you used to like cry on the bus and you had no friends? And now you're all grown up and you're marrying a random guy you never met. And that's great, you know? And I just want everybody to be happy. I want you to defy the odds. I want you to defy the incredible odds you have against you and just be happy. Don't even think about how low of a success rate this show has. Just sometimes people end up together, even if they have to force themselves to, because they went to a reality show as a last resort. You're not like those people. They had friends when they were younger. Basically, what I'm saying is I would never do something like this, but I'm so proud of you for stooping this to this level. For reaching this level. I just want everybody to have a good time. I just want everybody to love each other. And who knows, maybe you will love this random stranger that you're marrying. I mean, it's not like they're gonna set you up with some guy who lives in his parents' basement and sleeps next to a keg.
Know that you always got a partner now. Nothing's just me. Yeah, everything you gotta do is a we.
So if you didn't notice, there's a bunch.
Oh, he said a partner. I thought he said a partner. A partner. No.
So it's him. It's this
Yeah,
dude.
it's him. It's this dude. Yeah.
Bunch of birthday balloons in the background, and that's because this guy is getting married on his birthday. I guess he has some kind of family tradition. A bunch of the guys in his family have gotten married on their birthday. I wonder if that's all it was. That's why he's here. He realized his birthday was coming up and he hasn't gotten married yet. God, there's nothing worse than adults who are obsessed with their birthday. I mean, you don't see me talking about my birthday when it's my birthday. Even though today is my birthday, actually. God, there's nothing worse than people who just mention their birthday and then act like they don't want you to talk about it. God, there's nothing worse than people.
But yeah, I'm gonna fight to the to the death of me. Like, I want to.
I don't think you have to do that.
I've seen.
I tell you what, I would fight to the death for this woman right now. You know what? Get a bear in here. Do we have a bear wrangler anywhere around town? All right, I don't know if I'm overthinking this, but couldn't it be a little bit selfish for him to be getting married on his birthday? Because now their wedding day is also going to be about his birthday in the future. She has to share her wedding day with her husband's birthday? Really? The wedding day is supposed to be all about the bride, but now in the future on their anniversary, they're going to have to carve out a little corner of time for his stupid birthday?
It is scary leaving.
That is true.
Like,
even on your anniversaries,
it's
just,
you know what I'm saying?
everything is about
Still about you. Like,
Okay.
But love my family dearly, and the nest that I'm leaving is a nest that they created with.
All right, enough with this nest. We get it. You got to leave the nest.
One thing that I'm really kind of nervous about is like the whole you live in your parents' basement. Like, I'm that guy in the basement. Yeah, that's a kind of like a.
He's that guy in the basement? Is that what he calls himself? He's that guy in the basement of his parents' nest? All right, let's be honest. Who is voluntarily living in their parents' basement at age 36 if they can afford to move out? He's talking about living at home so he can save money, and it's like, dude, you're not 24 years old. You're almost 40. I think you've done plenty of nesting. Now it's time to get the...
You know, that's the thing when we had these conversations earlier, you know, and you were bringing up your points, and you know, and I was kind of speaking more from like a woman's point of view. Like, I wasn't even really thinking about that, but we didn't factor in age.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I wasn't thinking about age. I didn't factor in like age and stuff. You're almost 40, bro.
Now, if you fresh out of college and stuff, or fresh out of high school, you know.
I feel like if you're in your 20s, you know, your early 20s or something like that, but you're darn near 40. Like, have you never you've never been on your own?
Sierra.
My brain is like really running, you know.
You know, if you're fresh out of college, graduated, trying to scout jobs and stuff, it's hard. Especially when you got student loans, you got a lot of responsibility,
right? That's
right?
fine.
Move back home, cool, till you get in that career. You get you a little savings, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody needs savings. No matter what level you're on, you need something in the savings because there's always going to be a rainy day. So you need to have a rainy day fund. And you need to stop trying to jump out here and say, hey, I'm going from living with my parents to now paying a $3,000 rent at an apartment downtown. You don't even know what you're getting yourself into, right? So you still need to be financially responsible. So I'm not saying just go out there and be dumb. But at 36, bro, get the fuck out your parents' basement.
And
6 years you should have been out there, motherfucker.
And I also feel like, you know, it's different. Like, if you like, you know, out on your own or whatever the case may be, you fall like on hard times and you have to move back in. That's okay. Different. That's different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But you shouldn't be up here trying to get married.
Yeah, granted. Yeah. But it sounds like he's never been on his like own before.
Or
has
it
he?
Also be different if you need to be at home for your parents' need. Like, you got a sickly parent,
right,
and you might need to be in the home to assist them.
All of that.
I'm agreeing. What I'm saying is, I'm agreeing with you.
I feel like some things are common sense. Well, some people don't have
common sense. Exactly. So sometimes you have to.
But some things are common sense. Like, you know, you'll know, like, okay, this, that, whatever. I mean, and if you like in one of those type of families where they just want you to be home and they don't care, whatever. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I just feel like, you know, at this big old age,
he should have been out on his own.
Yeah.
Hell out of there.
I'm like, I can move out. I got 2 jobs. I have 2 careers. Like, I choose to stay at home.
2 careers.
Because I'd rather not.
I ain't never heard someone
choose to stay at home because.
Hold on, I ain't never heard somebody say they had 2 careers. Now, if you have one job and you got a part-time job, you say, hey, I have a career and then I got a backup job. You know what I'm saying? I need a little extra savings. I ain't never heard somebody say they got 2 careers though. Have you?
Mm-mm.
I have 2 careers. Like, I choose to stay at home because I'd rather not pay rent.
Wait a minute, aren't these his parents right here? Why is he explaining this to them? Who the hell is he talking to? It sounds like he's already starting to cope before even meeting his wife, and unfortunately for him, he has every reason to be worried about this. I kid you not, the moment she hears that he lives in his parents' basement, that becomes the last thing she hears, and she mentally checks out. And it doesn't help that this guy won't shut the hell up about leaving the nest.
Sorry, mama, but time has come to leave the nest. It's a little scary.
It really shouldn't be.
She don't know nothing about me. I don't know nothing about her. Everybody's got a pass. She's got luggage, I got luggage.
Wait, doesn't he mean to say
got a
baggage?
suitcase,
Why is
I
he
mean.
talking about her luggage? Man, we're both coming into this
Yes.
relationship.
I was trying to say a U-Haul. You got more than some luggage. You got a U-Haul full of bull. Cause now you got to pack up the basement. But where you going? With her? Because you don't want to pay
with
rent.
that mindset saying you don't want to pay, right, saying you don't want to pay rent, you almost 40 and you done had this mindset for God knows how long.
So
what you gonna do now? You gonna be like, baby, I don't want to pay rent, so you got to pay all the bills.
Hold on. So one question: can he even afford to take care of her? Because he don't even know what it feels
He got
like.
2 careers. We don't know what those careers are, but he got 2 careers.
I used to have 3 careers. In college, I was a college student with 3 careers. Hey, that's a better way to put it. I got 3 careers.
Yeah, but I got 3 careers. I mean, what 2? However many you got. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'd have had 2 and 3 at a time, several times.
That's crazy.
I was trying to figure myself out, but I kept me 3 careers.
Ship with so much luggage, I don't even know where we're gonna put it all. The hotel room's not that big, but this is gonna be a sick honeymoon. We both have baggage, and part of my baggage is all the luggage I have since I got kicked out of my parents' basement. But I'm ready to fly free now. I'm a free spirit, and nobody can stop me. Not even if my wife came down the aisle on a luggage cart.
But the luggage I've left at the door now that I'm walking through this threshold. You're getting a daughter, but at the empty nest is
Holy
a
shit,
great
dude.
empty nest because it's not like we ran away from you. I stayed as long as I could.
All right, this guy really needs to cool it with the nest talk. I don't think that's going to go over well with his wife. And if this guy does actually just live with his parents voluntarily to save money, and he has 2 successful careers, as he claims, he should have a lot of savings by now. You may be gaining a daughter, but at the end of the day, I'm still losing a nest. And now who's going to regurgitate their food into my mouth, huh? How am I going to survive out there? What if my wife ends up having a lot of emotional luggage, Mom? You know I'm not good at dealing with that.
Do they not know what each other look like either?
No.
Because
no.
I
This
haven't
Married at
watched
First
this in
Sight.
so long.
So Married at First Sight, literally, they come down the aisle.
And
they're
that's
still
their
in their
first time ever seeing each other.
But they
talking
getting-
to or just seeing?
Talking to. Literally, you fill out a questionnaire, and they match you based off the questionnaire with somebody in your area.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Okay.
That's the reason why I said I wonder what the success rate looks like on here compared to Love at First Sight. At least Love at First Sight.
Well,
Love is Blind. They can communicate.
Say for instance, you weren't already married. Would you do something like this?
Fuck no.
Would y'all do something like this? I just want some people okay with like they just live free. They be like, oh, it'd be so fun. Let me try it. Let's just see what happens.
Didn't one of your friends say she thought
my
about
friend,
Yes.
not married in no first sight.
I swear I thought
No.
which one she said?
She said Love is Blind. She said she would go on Love is Blind. That's what she said.
No, one was in Nashville. This was in Nashville. And I swear she said she thought about applying.
Not married at first sight. The girl ain't thinking about getting no married right now. No, not Married at First Sight. It was Love is Blind.
Love is Blind never been in Nashville.
It don't matter if it was in Nashville. That's what she was talking about. She said that she would go on there. She said, I will go on there. But that's before she got in a relationship.
She should have went on Pop the Balloon.
Survive out there. What if my wife ends up having a lot of emotional luggage, Mom? You know I'm not good at dealing with that kind of thing.
Michelle, meet for the very first time, David, your husband-to-be.
Nest.
I like how she's giving him a little side eye
somebody
here.
wanna
You
look
can
at
tell
his
she's
ass.
trying to get a good look at him. And first impressions are very important. Even for people that come on the show, they always say, oh, I don't really have a type. And then a few minutes later, they're like, he's not exactly my physical type. Not that I have a physical type, but if I did, he wouldn't be my type at all.
Michelle has always been destined to live her life in the big city.
Girl,
She's
look
one
at
of the
your
most
man.
sincere.
Live her life in a big city. He can't afford that. He can't. He don't even know what to feel like to live.
I would love to see one of the questionnaire, like to see like just everything that they have to fill out and the questions that they're asking and stuff like that.
The
Like,
hate these folks be getting though, cause like one of the ones I know that was on the show, she still get hate to this day, and she be like, take this shit up with they had on me. She like basically like leave me the fuck alone.
And genuine people you'll meet. David is a mama's boy.
Okay.
His mom means the world to him.
So yeah, that's the first thing that she heard about David. Or more importantly, that's the first thing he wanted her to hear about him. I feel like that's not the first thing you want your wife to hear, especially if you're still living at home at age 36. I can almost guarantee that did not come off as cute and light and actually came off as mildly concerning. She wanted an independent, career-driven man, and they gave her a 36-year-old that never left the nest.
Oh, that's what she wanted? An independent, career-driven man? Well, he is.
That's what he got 2 careers.
He is career-driven.
That's what I need to know. Like, how are y'all matching these people? I think they say what they want and y'all give them the total opposite. Because that's what it's given. But we'll see. We'll see.
An independent, career-driven man, and they gave her a 36-year-old that never left the nest.
And while she's sad to be losing her firstborn, she couldn't be happier to gain another strong woman into the Tremble family.
How is his mother losing her firstborn? He's not dying, he's getting married. And it's pretty crazy that he's the last one to leave the nest when he's the firstborn, so all of his siblings have already gotten married and moved out. I know every family is different, but I'm sorry, I feel like it shouldn't be scary to move out when you're 36. So overall, the wedding itself is pretty uneventful for this show. It goes exactly how you'd expect. They both make promises there's no chance in hell that they're going to be able to keep. However, things go south pretty much immediately after, as soon as she starts to learn a few things about him.
Our love can be created as we have a clean slate to build our adventure, our empire, our love for one another.
Oh god, again with this empire stuff. Doesn't anybody just want to get married and live a life together? Is that so horrible? Is that so horrible of a thing, or does it have to be an empire too? It can't just be a marriage. It's always got to be an empire. So one of the first things that Michelle asks him is if she looks how he imagined, and he says yes. I guess he specifically mentioned things like eye color, hair color, and he also said that he wanted her to be independent. So it sounds like the experts really took his opinion into account. To be fair, we don't really know what Michelle told the experts, but immediately she hates the fact that he lives at home and he smokes cigarettes. If those are things you have an issue with, I feel like that's relatively easy to avoid if you're consulting experts. Like, how do they mess that one up? It's almost like they're doing it just because it's hilarious.
As her family was describing her personality, that she's independent, I asked for an independent woman as I like to do my own thing, give her time.
It's so funny to think about somebody who's 36 living with his parents.
You know, that's crazy. We be like, can you tell somebody smoke? By the way, yeah, you can look at somebody and tell that they smoke. I don't know what it is. You be like, and I'm sure he look like he smokes cigars too. Like, but he just look like he.
Like this girl said, you know something? Yeah, y'all be back there playing. Whoever over the doing these matches.
He got his whole eyebrow done. He got a whole arch.
Saying that he's asking for an independent woman to get married to. It's really important to him that his wife is independent, you know, not like some kind of person who'd be living in her parents' basement or something. Another thing is, at one point he kind of tries to make it sound like it's his own apartment, it's just underneath his parents, but he would have just said that from the beginning. If you have your own apartment that's underneath your parents' apartment, that's how you would describe it to people.
I do have to say, I do socially smoke though.
Oh, like cigarettes?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's gross.
I had to admit it to you though. So, but
I was like, oh goodness.
that is something that I'm willing to stop though. I just do it. Like,
You should quit that for your own health.
So that was super awkward, but honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never seen somebody be able to quit cigarettes cold turkey.
And then you say you socially do it.
I ain't never seen somebody
I've never heard
like
a social cigarette smoker.
Yeah.
Maybe like other stuff, but not cigarettes.
Weed. My bad.
I think something's wrong.
No, that's how what y'all be saying it.
Don't say it like that.
Stephen A. Lay out the weed.
It was so random, but he random though. Oh. Anyway, whatever. I lost my train of thought. But
I've never heard somebody say they can.
I've never heard of a social cigarette smoker.
I ain't never heard somebody say they can just quit smoking cigarettes either.
Cigarettes is crazy.
That's a strong addiction,
especially for a social. Oh, I socially smoke cigarettes. That's like what?
Like somebody can be a social drinker.
Like I think that's different. You know, every moon you have a little.
Yeah, I ain't never like maybe a cigar. I think you can be a social cigar smoker.
That's different because we go to a little, you know,
cigar like name something you gonna do on the own.
That's different, but cigarettes that you could just go to the corner store and buy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
either of their reactions. She doesn't like smoking, and he told her up front right away. He didn't try to hide it from her, so nobody did anything wrong. Well, except for the experts. They really fumbled this one, huh? What exactly are they experts at here? Because this is some pretty diabolical shit. So now they start to talk about where they live and what they do for work, and he just kind of tries to quickly sneak in the fact that he lives with his parents. I see what he's doing. He's just trying to rip the band-aid off and tell her everything at once, but I think it's a little overwhelming.
I walk to work.
I drive to work.
Okay.
I currently live in my parents' house.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
So she said, "Oh my gosh, crazy." Yeah, that's not really the reaction you want to hear.
She didn't even just say that. She said,
Ooh.
she said, "Ooh, broke boy."
Ew.
He's not broke boy. He has two careers.
Anybody can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was it. Like, as soon as she heard that, that was the end of their marriage. I think the mama's boy thing was a red flag, and also she clearly didn't like the fact that he smoked cigarettes, but this was it. This was the nail in the coffin.
I choose to live at home because I have family that accepts me.
Like, you don't want to live at home forever.
No, not whatsoever. For the last 3 years, I've been living in an empty bar that I turned in my condo on 2,500 square.
All right, now I'm confused because he's saying for the last 3 years he lived in an empty bar that he converted into a condo, but it got too lonely, so he moved back in with his parents. But then why would he and his parents be making such a big deal out of him leaving the nest if he has just recently gotten back there? If he lived in an empty bar for the last 3 years and then just moved back to his parents' house, why are his parents so emotional about him leaving the nest? What is going on? Anyway, now Michelle gets a chance to talk to David's parents for the first time, but it doesn't really seem to make her feel any better.
Why do we think, like, why is he living with you guys? Are you like, get out of here?
No.
Or you embrace that?
It's a temporary thing. He is ready to move on.
He didn't really sound ready to move on in the beginning of this video. There was a moment where he said he pretty much stayed as long as he possibly could, and I think there was also a part where he said he didn't even want to leave. Most people would really want to be moving on by this point, so I think Michelle is concerned as to why he's so complacent there. Anyway, we will get to all of this in the next video, including the part where Michelle has a breakdown in the bathroom. This season in general gets pretty crazy, and there's some cheating that occurs between some of the married couples, meaning that there was someone on the show who cheated with somebody else who got married to a different person who was also on the show. I feel like there's a much quicker way to explain that, but for some reason I cannot figure it out. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to go check out my second channel because that
is drama. Drama.
As he said, I'm here for it. Hey, man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts in the comments for us down below, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and
We are.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money low, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.